My dad used to be a train engineer, and he told me there are two nightmares all engineers have. One is gas tankers, and the other is school buses crossing the tracks. His worst nightmare was if a school bus loaded with students pulled out in front of his train, and everyone on the bus was killed or injured.
Railroad crossing accidents are the greatest hazard from trains for the general public. According to the Federal Railroad Authority, 80% of railroad crossings don't have adequate warning devices, which can leave drivers or pedestrians unaware that a train's approaching, until it's too late. Nearly every day, millions of kids ride school buses, and many of these trips are over railroad tracks. There are over 280,000 highway rail grade crossings in the United States. The biggest problem people have with trains is they think trains can stop on a dime, and they can't. It's shocking to learn that a freight train going 50 miles an hour can take over 1.5 miles to stop. Think about it. That's over 25 football fields to completely stop. An average car would take 200 feet to stop, and a school bus would take 280 feet. Here's a scary statistic. About every 90 minutes, a vehicle and train collide in the United States. Compared to a collision involving another motor vehicle, a motorist is 30 times more likely to die in a crash involving a train. Every year, there are approximately 5,000 collisions between motorists and trains, and out of those, there are 2,000 injuries and 600 deaths.
Wow. Why are there so many collisions between trains and motorists?
Because some drivers don't follow safe driving practices when they cross the tracks. Drivers don't pay attention, or they don't give the train the respect it deserves. Most of the procedures to safely cross railroad tracks are the same across the USA and Canada. However, some states or provinces have a few small differences in their practices. If your state or province differs from what is taught in this program, this will be explained to you by your trainer. You can use the differences as added learning reinforcement of the required practices at your location. Remember, our goal is to remove or reduce risk. As you navigate across railroad tracks, you'll use all 4 of the Triple LC defensive driving principles to keep everyone safe.